Hi everyone, it's Linda Sabraski with Sapphire Papercrafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We're going to give it just a couple minutes. I'm on a little bit early, um, which is surprising. Um, so we'll wait a few minutes. Should I play like Jeopardy music? Do 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 do. Hey Nikki, hey Jenny. I got a stack of cards to show you guys that I got. Oh, I have a mess here. I haven't been in my office again for forever. I need to clean it. I think that's why I don't come in here and work like I'm supposed to, because it's such a mess. It really is. So we decided to take requests. You don't want to hear me sing, that's for sure. So we decided yesterday to have um, my phone's making noise, to have Oktoberfest at our house, and we should have like invited an army over. So I made, well, I bought German potato salad and sauerkraut, and then I made spatzel, cabbage and noodles. I bought pierogies, and then we had stuffed cabbage, and we had Wiener Schnitzel with mushroom gravy, and we had beer bratwursts. It was awesome. God, we had way too much food. We're all going to be eating it for the rest of the week. But oh, was it good. Really, really good. Hey Cindy. Yeah, I'm surprised cuz I was sitting in the living room and I was talking to my sister-in-law, and then Nikki and Eric came over because it's I don't know what you call it. It's throw as much trash away as you can week, and so we had a stove because we brought our stove from the other house that's been in the garage, and then we got a new deck box, so we had to throw that out. It's like put all your big stuff out week. So Nikki and Eric walked over with the baby um, to help Ed with the stove, because all I could picture was Ed going down the hill with the stove on a two-wheeler because my driveway's a hill. And so they came over, and he had already taken it out, and somebody had already taken it, and somebody had already taken the deck box, and I don't know. Nikki said she put all kinds of stuff out, and they were taking all her stuff. So yeah, you better not, Jenny. You better not tell them. We it was really good. We'll have to do it again. I like doing stuff like that. I was sitting here thinking, oh, what could be like the next theme party, you know? Because I like when I'm cooking all kinds of stuff like that, like all the German food, and we could do like an Italian theme, a Mexican theme, a Chinese theme. So we could do all that. But it was fun, and it really didn't take me too long. Um, but we kind of wanted to stay out of um, the gang out there, all the people, because this COVID thing's going crazy again, and we don't need it. So, especially the baby. I wanted to download, and I didn't get a chance. Um, I'll see if I could put it on the Facebook page. A picture of CJ yesterday. He was eating a coconut bar. It was on his forehead. It was under his chin. It was everywhere. So I took some pictures and I'll put them up on Facebook. He was so cute. I'll tell you what, he was just chatting away yesterday. He was so funny. He uh, he got his braces for his legs, so he's wearing those. We're waiting for shoes that the braces fit in, and then I said I'm putting him in the walker and we'll see what we can do. See if I can get him to walk around the house. Um, but he's something else. Nikki said she gave him Count Chocula today, and the little snot sat there and picked out all the marshmallows and ate all the marshmallows. He's a smart little cookie. I'm telling you, he's smart. So, but yeah, they were over yesterday, and uh, he was over the other day. I have so much fun with him. So, let's see. Um, in the Facebook world, what's today? Today is the what is today? 13th. So it's past the day to sign up for Paper Pumpkin, and I don't think we know what the next one is yet. So um, we'll see. Do not forget that if you are interested in getting $125 worth of product for $99 with free shipping, along with a, a a set, a stamp set, and a die, or a stamp set and a punch, valued up to $60, all for $99. Sign up to be a demonstrator. There's no strings attached. You don't have to do anything. Just when you want to buy something, you buy it with your 20% discount. After 4 months, if you don't spend $300, nothing lost, nothing gained. You're done. Um, but if you by chance do with your 20% discount, then you just keep going. That's all. So anybody that purchases a lot of Stampin' Up product, now would be the time to join and get that discount and get all you get your catalogs a month before. You can order from your catalogs a month before everybody else, and you can see them and just all kinds of stuff, all kinds of goodies. Um, there's a special Facebook page where a lot of demonstrators post cards. You can get access to that and see those cards. But now is the perfect time to join because they are giving you that $60 set on top of everything else. And so it's perfect. And then if you want to buy anything else, we've got celebration going on. So for every $50 that you spend, you can pick something out of the celebration catalog. Nikki says 4 scrap trucks on her street might be a brawl. Yeah, they're all over looking to see what everybody's pitching. Nikki and I decided that we're going to do a garage sale this weekend. We've got a bunch of stuff. It's already marked. It's already priced from the last garage sale that Nikki did up at the church. And so I can't get into my garage, and I also need to get CJ's room cleaned out so I can get a bed in there. And so we're gonna do it, and we'll see how I feel. I may throw some Stampin' Up stuff in there. I don't know, to kind of entice some people. I've already cleaned out my stamp cabinet, and put everything. Let me explain my stamp cabinet. Everything has a colored sticker on it for which catalog it's from, and they're all in alphabetical order. So the most recent is on top, and then we go down. And behind all of those stamp sets is the old stamp sets in the same way. all stickered for whatever catalog they came out of, and all in alphabetical order so I can find them. So we'll see if I reach behind some of them and pull some of them out to make some more room. I will probably throw some designer series paper out there because I have 3 big bins of it, and no matter how hard I try, I'm never going to get rid of it. I'm never going to use it all, I should say. I won't say get rid of it, but so probably do that. So I have to show you, I got a bunch of cards this week. So let me flip down. And I belong to this little birthday club. And it's card makers. It's all card makers. So I got this one. And this is from Jill. Jill Peterson, I think it is. And she sent me this. Isn't that pretty? Looks like she cut this out. She may have sponged it. But that's pretty. And she Winkastella'd the happy birthday. So I like that. And this is that book fold. And then another one that's a book fold. Oh, that's pretty. See how she did that with the twine? And this one is from Julie Williamson. And again, a book fold. And then this one is from Amy Rudd. So pretty. With the little sweet set. And this one is from my upline, Linda Bowen. She did the sheep, and then she looks like she used the crystal. Is it crystal effects? Shimmering crystal effects on the sheep there. And this one is isn't that pretty? This one is from Stephanie Alton. That's really pretty. And I like the inside too. And so she made it so I could use it again. And she just put a little note on the paper there. This one is from my sister-in-law, Karen. And that's why we were on the phone with her, because I said, where did you get this card? Are you doing Stampin' Up? And why aren't you buying from me? But I found out that Jenny made the card and gave Karen a bunch of cards. So I got the card now. Very, very pretty. Good job, Jenny. And that's it so far. I know there's more coming from the birthday club, but people are like me and they're slow and late. I'm always late. My husband said, it's not your birthday yet. Why are you getting all these cards? I said, because people aren't like me and send them after your birthday. That's why. No, it's not puff paint, Nikki, and we don't carry puff paint anymore, unfortunately. But yes, I have some here for you. So today we are going to make a couple cards using Nature's Harvest. So let's see, which one do I want to do first? I think I'll do the blue one first. So we're going to do this one with Deepest Sympathy. And we're going to use the Misty Moonlight, and 8.5 by 11, cut in half. Yeah, yes, she did. And I hear Mom sending me one of your cards too. That was a great idea. So when Jenny went down to Florida to see the family, and when she went down, she took a box of cards with her, and she told them to just take whatever they wanted. And so they are utilizing them, which is a good thing. I take my cards right now, and next time I go down, I'm going to take a box with me. But Jenny drives. I always fly, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Um, but I have two boxes of cards at work that, well, I have them in baskets. And I tell everybody take what you want. One of the girls at work, I took a box, and she actually took the whole box to her church, um, so the people at the church could use them. And I'm going to give her another box full of cards to give to the church. So so that'll help me dwindle some. I don't current stamp sets. This is another thing I've started doing. If you would see my room, you would think, what is wrong with this woman? She sounds like she's so organized, but her room is a disaster. Um, I actually have boxes that have dividers in them that I put the cards in by stamp set. So I have them in there. So if I need to use one of them for a class or something for whatever stamp set I'm using, I have my samples in there. So I sound organized, but I'm really not. Okay, so let's see. Are these both the same size? No, they are not. So I got a feeling this is the inside. And is this the outside? Yes. Okay, so then I have a piece of basic white. And then I have a piece of designer series paper. And this is from the Nature's Harvest set, I think it's called. Hang on, let me look. I actually made these cards a few weeks ago. Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. So we're going to attach this on here. Hey Debbie, how are you? There is a stamp set. It's a kit that just came out. It's whimsical, and I didn't get it downloaded because I forgot actually. I'm wondering if anybody would want to do a kit class with this Christmas whimsical thing. I'll get it out there, and then if anybody's interested, let me know, and we'll put something together. I want to do some classes again. I'm bored. I want to see my friends. Don't mind me. I'm all jabbled there. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. Let's put this on. And then we're going to stamp on this. So the base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The weight is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the designer series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have another piece of Misty Moonlight that is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. So this piece of white paper is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, and we're going to end up putting this on here and then putting this on here. But we're going to stamp on it first as soon as I find all my pieces parts. Oh no, I just dropped my stamps. So let's see, I need this, and I need these. I have everything in a little basket here for when I designed everything. And I will say I cheated a little bit. I did use some old stuff. Hang on, because I dropped some of my cards that I had set up here for another show. Okay. So let's see. I need a couple blocks. I'm just all over the place, aren't I? So the deepest sympathy is actually coming from peaceful moments. Put that down. Not that I'll put it on any straighter. So we're gonna, it's pretty dark, let's see. So we're gonna stamp this off to the right a little bit. And then I'm going to take the flower. I've got to find my bigger block. And I'm going to stamp this on a piece of scrap. So let's see, I'm sure I have something under here that I could stamp it on. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Those are all skinny little pieces. Just cut this. Oh, never mind, I just found one. A piece of scrap. So I'm going to use my memento. Make sure I'm stamped really good. There we go. And then I'm going to color these. And I used the light misty moonlight. I think I used a dark mango melody and the light soft succulent. So let's use that first. And I'm just going to do all the stems in that. So I'm going to do my Netflix commercial right now. We watched a series on Netflix. It was called Clickbait, and I think it's 8 episodes. But if you like mysteries, this was a good one. Just when you think you know who did it, you find out you're wrong. So when I was making cards the other day and doing all this, you know, my lazy self did not get the Stampin' Boss and die cut machine over to my table. I left it on the corner over there and just kept turning around and leaning over to die cut what I needed to. And let me tell you about the knot in my back after that one. That was not a smart idea. it's still kind of there. So I've kind of turned these into like cornflower flowers, I guess. Isn't that what they're called? It's hot in this room again, but it tells me if I would like get everything out from in front of the vent, then maybe it might be a little cooler. So I suppose I should probably do that. So there we go. There's our flowers. And let me find the die for these. And I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to lean over and I have to move my box of cards. Line up my die. Looks like I hit something sitting on the other side of my die cutting machine. I'm going to need that again. So I'm going to put this all together here. After I turn the fan on. So I stop my hot flash here. And I'm just going to put this in the center. Hopefully straight. And then I'm going to take my flowers that I die cut. And I'm going to use my dimensionals. I have both sizes here. And my large dimensionals and my mini. Hopefully you can see those. So I'm going to just trim them a little bit. There we go. So don't mind me, I'm refreshing my chat here so I can see if you guys are still alive. And I got this stuck to my fingers. Alright, so we're just gonna pop that up, and then I used the in color ribbon from last year, and I'm just gonna tie a bunny ear bow. Use a little glue dot. Put that right on the bottom here. And then I'm going to put this on the base of the card. And this is pretty quick and easy. And then again, I kind of cheated a little bit, and I used some the holiday rhinestones. Which color is that one? That's a blue one. Perfect, just what I needed. I was looking around, I was trying to find, I want to make little treat boxes for the trick-or-treaters. So I was looking, trying to find something different than what, what I've done in the past. I haven't found anything yet, but when I will, I'll show you guys how I'm making it and stuff. So on the inside, I actually used the Nature's Harvest, and I used Sending Healing Thoughts, May Nature's Beauty Bring Peace to Your Soul. Get it out of there. And then I just use these little flowers here to brighten it up a little bit. And I do believe that, I'm going to move that, I stamped off because I think it was just too much. And that is not the right one. I almost put the wrong sentiment in there. It's this one. I'll tell you, we used to complain that these the stamps didn't stick. They stick now. Try to get it out a little straighter. There we go. It just was too, my ink pad is too juicy. And I just wanted a little bit more subtle. So that's the inside. So a very cute sympathy card, quick. Could be masculine. So there's that one. And then the second card is actually a fold where I folded it in. And so again, we're using the same card set and stamp set, I'm sorry. And we're using the soft succulent, 8.5 by 11, cut in half to 4 1/4 by 5.5. And let me just put my pin back in here. So then I've got a piece of Evening Evergreen, and this is cut to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to find my middle, which is at like 2 3/8. No, it's 2 5/8. Sorry. What am I at? I'm at 5 1/4. 2. No, I was right. 2 3/8. And I don't know what I did with my little pencil, so I'm just going to use my pen here. 1 2 3/8 right here. And then I think I came in. What did I come in? I came in. I came in 1 1/2. I think I'm going to come in a little further, and I came down 1 1/4. So I'm going to come down to here, and the same thing here. I'm going to come down to 1 1/4. That's going to be where I'm going to fold back. And then I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to, what did I say, 1 1/2? I'm going to do 1 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to cut to there. All right. And since we all know that I cannot cut a straight line, even with my cutter, I'm certainly not going to try it with scissors. So I'm going to cut right from here down. Ah, perfecto. And then I'm going to take, and actually it's up a little bit further now, but that's fine than what I originally had, because it's not centered at all, but it'll still work. So those measurements were not right, and I do have them written down here somewhere. That should be folded there, like that, and that should be like that. Okay, and then we're going to put this down on here like that, and I'm gonna tack these down. So I'm just gonna put a little. Maybe. had a Thinking of You that I got out of Blossoms in Bloom. And I used my Versamark on this. Let's see how that comes out because I missed an edge. And if we don't like it, you know what? We will put a cutout in there. Yeah, it went over. So we're just going to make that all go away. And we're going to get ourselves a little piece of paper. Let's see. Let's see if this will fit in there. Nope, not quite. But I know what we can do. So I'm going to get myself a scrap of the Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to show you guys how we fix this. Not going to fit on there. That is going to fit on there. Okay. So we are going to stamp this again. I'm going to get my handy dandy little rubber mat. And I don't know my embossing buddy, he ran away. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that. That's good. And then we're going to emboss it. That's doing that. I don't like it on that side. It's coming out funky. So we're going to do it again on the other side. Okay, it looks fine. So let's see what happens this time. Part of the problem is I'm not using my embossing buddy, so it's full of static. Okay. Put this back in here. All right, and excuse the noise for a moment. I'll use my heat gun. I'm burning my fingers. Okay. All right, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. And hopefully it's going to work like I want it to. I'm going to get my little mini. Okay. So, I'm going to put this on here, right to the edge there of my T. And I'm going to run it partially through and back it up. And I'm going to take my little parts off of here. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to move my die down, and I should be able to feel the grooves, which I do, and get the die back in the grooves. And there we go. So as you can see, it's a lot smaller than what the die was. So I ran half of it through, then I slid my die over for the other half. And slid it into the grooves, and then I can put this right here, and I think I'll dimensional it up. And that covers up my boo-boo. Okay, I'm going to attach this here now. All right, and then I'm going to stamp another flower. Let's see, where's that piece of scrap I had before. So let's see. I use that and that. And I get ink all over my fingers. Alright, so I'm going to use the soft succulent again, just for the stems. So when the boys came over yesterday, they were whining because they couldn't watch the football game because we don't have live TV. So Ed turned our live TV back on again, which is fine because all my shows are coming back on in the fall. We seem to change TV carriers, well, because we stream quite often because my husband gets mad at commercials. Alright, and then I used, where did I use this one? Yeah, the dark daffodil. And the flowers. I think if maybe I put another order in and get some new stuff, I'll get re-energized. Not that I don't have enough, but I'm trying to get myself energized. That's right, card lesson rescue. And then I just used, what is this, dark crumb cake for the centers. I've now turned them from cornflowers into, what are those, black-eyed Susans? So I'm going to just cut this out because I have my little, I have my mini right here, so I'm just going to use my mini to die cut this. My plates are so warped. And so I'm always using washi tape to hold everything together. that's no fun. Jenny said her craft stuff's packed away. Yeah, I'll tell you, that was one thing when we were looking for a house. I had to find one that had a craft room. So my son is still on his house hunt. He went and looked at a house today that actually has a waterfall in the living room, which he thought was really cool. But after he went and looked at it, there's steps into it, so he could actually go sit in the waterfall in his living room. He decided that maybe that wasn't for him. So I took this die out of the die set, out of the Harvest dies, and I cut these out of the designer series paper that matches the flip here. So I'm going to put these kind of behind here, and I glued them down. Maybe. Told you I haven't been in here. There we go. You gotta get paper pumpkin kits or some of the kits, Jenny, so you can at least craft a little bit. I mean, you've got your watercolors. I guess you could sit outside or whatever and do those. I can't get. There we go. So we were supposed to go to Texas next week to see my stepdaughter, but she's now moved to Missouri. So we'll have to plan a trip to go to Missouri now. She hasn't moved her horse yet, though. I think she's working on it. I think yesterday she was building a fence. Yeah, isn't it something how well these colors go together? And then I'm going to pop this up too. So yeah, she was putting a fence up around the property for her horse. So her horse seems to be moving all over. It used to live in Columbus, then it moved to Texas, and now it's moving to Missouri. So I'm going to move that one up a little bit. I can still see it. I'll just cut it. Yeah, Texas does sound like more fun, and it is. I actually was looking forward to going because she's moved a few places in Texas too, but she was in Dallas, And I actually worked in Dallas for a little while when a company I was working for got bought out by a company in Dallas. So I went down there and helped with the transition. So I was kind of looking forward to going back down there and doing a little sightseeing again. Okay, so when I put this on, I'm going to again do a little fixing up here where my paper's a little rigid, I don't even know what you want to call it. Ripped, I guess, let's be honest. It's a little ripped there. So I just covered that up with the edge of my flower. And then again, I'm going to just make a little bow. Maybe not. So this is the soft succulent. It's nylon. This is one of the in color ribbons. I'm just going to put that down on the bottom there. And then I have my favorite. I'll tell you, if they get rid of my champagne rhinestones, they better give me something equivalent. Because I love these little things. There we go. So there's the front. And then let's see, what did I do on the inside? I used that same flower and I said with deepest sympathy. So let's see. My sympathy stamp is right here. And I hate to say this, but, oh, no, it's still, I didn't make sure that my chamois was clean or wet, but it still is. And then I'm just trying to get some of the ink off my flower here. I've never been to Missouri though, so that might be fun. And I'm going to use my soft succulent. I was trying to talk my husband into some of the family is renting a house around Christmas in, I think it's Kentucky, in like the mountains of Kentucky. And they wanted to know if we wanted to go, and I think it sounds fun. But, you know, Grumpy Gampa, that's what CJ calls him, Gampa. Grumpy Gampa says if I go anywhere during the winter, it's to the sun. So I have to work on him with that one. I think just getting away for a little bit anywhere sounds fine with me. There we go. So, a couple sympathy cards, which unfortunately I have been needing lately. Here they are. And here you can see, well, besides that's all yucked up. Um, you know, we stamped right on there, and then here I flubbed it up, so we fixed it. So there we go. So those are the cards for this week using the Nature's Harvest set. I really do like this set. It's pretty. You know, I like fall stuff. So, you know, that is definitely a set to get, is Nature's Harvest. It's very versatile. And that's all I have for this week. So, have a good week. Stay safe. And I will see you guys next Monday. I'm going to try right now to remember to go put some of these pictures of Christopher out for you guys so you can see how much fun he had um, eating cake in my living room. Yeah, that was not a good thing. That, and I saw him getting ready to wipe his face on my curtains too. So yeah. So have a good week, guys. I will see you next Monday. Bye bye.